everyone, it's Rosemary again. I hope you really liked the first video. I know I talked a lot and I'm going to try to talk less in this video, but now it's time to make a house. So we have to choose where we want our sim to live. So if you just have the basic sims, you don't have any of the expansion packs or anything, you start off with Willow Creek, Oasis Springs, and Newcrest. Since I have the vampire pack and everything, I have the get together and get to work and the city living and vampire. So I have 4 extra worlds that you guys won't have in just the base pack, like the base game. And so I'm gonna choose one of the places you guys will have if you don't have these extra packs that you can buy. Honestly, since I bought the pack, I really love it. I think that I'm gonna go to Oasis Springs. I really like it there because it's kind of like desert-like, and I really like warm weather. And I just think this is good. So you can move into a pre-made house that they've made for you. And sometimes that's easier, but I really want to make my own house. So I think I'm gonna buy Pebbleboro over here for $1,500. That will leave us with some money to build a house, and we may not be able to build everything right away, but you want to get the basic needs for your sim. So like that'd be a bedroom, a bathroom, a kitchen, and then later you can add like maybe a living room with like a TV or something. So here we are at our beautiful blank slate. Only thing there is a mailbox, and so let's get started. Actually, this is really nice. There's like a river behind her house. Okay, so to get started, you want to go up to build mode. There's a little icon up here, but if you want to get to it faster, you can press F2. I honestly don't tend to use F2 or anything because my computer likes to do other things when I press like the F buttons, like the F1, F2. So I tend not to use those, but I will use other shortcuts like 0, 1, 2, and 3 to pause, normal time, speed up the game and stuff. There's a lot of things you can do with shortcuts, and it does make life easier. But when you're first getting to know the game, you kind of want to learn where stuff is without using shortcuts yet. That just makes life easier. Okay, so for now, I'm going to delete the mailbox. You can get it later. The mailbox is free. The trash can, I think the outdoor trash can is free. I don't remember. I would have to look. But we'll get all that later after we start building our house. So the first thing you want to do is go down here, and you want to go to the build button, so the top house. And here you can there's a lot of different things. There's like plants, there's fountains, pools, all this good stuff. And I'm going to start off with styled rooms. Now, styled rooms can get expensive, and although when you're first starting, it's a lot easier than like trying to build a house yourself. Because a lot of the time, if you're making rooms, sometimes you'll make them too big, and then you've spent too many simoleons, and then you don't have enough to make something else, and you have to go back, and it's just so much work. So the easiest thing to do to start off is to buy pre-made rooms. So let's start with the kitchen. Well, you can see a lot of these are from packs I've purchased. You can do that whenever if you want to, but it's not necessary to play the game. It's just like add-ons that make it more fun and have more like items. So I really like this kitchen, but it's really expensive, and I'm trying to decide if I want to spend this much money on a kitchen right now because we only have 18,500 simoleons, and this would be taking like almost half of our simoleons. So I think to start off, I'm gonna get a cheaper kitchen. So I'm thinking I go with the Food Fantasy because this one, there's like not room really to do anything, and I just don't really like it. This one you at least have some counter space, and you could put maybe a bar stool so you don't have to buy like a dining room. And you could just put the bar stool right here. like at the counters and just have a spot to eat in the morning. So I'm gonna go ahead and purchase this room. Now you can change the color scheme of the kitchen. There's only 3 that are here. I mean, obviously there's different colors of every item, and if you wanted to change that, you can go up here to the R tool, and I'll show you guys that. The design tool, I'll show you guys that later. So I think I'm gonna choose this one because I really like the colors. They go well together. Let's see. I want the kitchen to go right here. So after you place the room, you can always rotate the room just by clicking on it, and then if you can use the arrow keys to rotate it or move the screen and stuff. Now I'm gonna find out where the door is because I want the door to be facing inside. There we go. Now the door is over here. Okay, so next, maybe you want to build a little hallway. So press the B button, and that will give you the wall tool. So I like having everything be symmetrical and even. So I'm gonna build a 3-block wall right there, and then you can press the escape button to get out of it. Then you can always go back over here to the side rooms and then choose maybe a bathroom, or I think I'm gonna put bedroom over here. So scroll down, choose a bedroom you like. I'm gonna go with something basic and cheap. I really like this room, so I'm gonna get this color scheme because it kind of matches the kitchen, and I kind of want the whole house to have this basic theme of just the same colors. It's nice when they have the same colors, but then it looks more kind of realistic. But if it's random, rainbowy, I mean that can be realistic, but it's not always the best thing. But it's up to you guys how you build your house. I'm just using styled rooms to show you how to get started using just getting the basic things for a house. So the next thing we need is a bathroom. Those are always necessary, and I really like this bathroom, flush with function. I feel like I would rather have just a shower than a bathtub, but sometimes I would like something like this where it's both. And I actually might get this one because sometimes if she comes home from work or something, she's gonna be tense if you have her work really hard. And you can help relieve that stress by taking a bubble bath, which I love to do sometimes when I get stressed in school. I think I'm gonna go with this color scheme, and let's see, which side is the door? Okay. So I like having all the doors facing in because I'm gonna make a hallway here, just so it's not kind of just random rooms all over the lot, and it's more like a house. Eventually, our house could look something like this if we put a lot of work and simoleons into it, but that'll take a while. You have to save up simoleons first, which will take a long time. So the first thing you want to do after you build your house is get a job, and then you can go eat or take a nap or something. But you want to make sure you have a job so you have a way of getting income for upgrading your house. So the next thing you might want to do is get maybe a study or a dining room. But I'm gonna go with a study because it just seems like something that's necessary, just in basically daily life. Because I'm a high school student, I have to study every day, and I know my mom, she has a job, so she has her office, and she does all her work in there, instead of kind of just doing it wherever in the house. I'm actually going to expand the kitchen. Now I'm going to move this here. It will take away simoleons because the walls aren't connected anymore, but it just makes it easier. So I'm going to have to move the door if I want to put bar stools here. So what you want to do is do that. So then you can move the door here, and then if you put it down,